Alright guys, I've had loads of new subscribers lately, particularly since I put videos up of me practicing my posing and also the videos of me on stage this weekend just gone, where I was competing at the BNBF Northeast. So those international guys who are subscribed to me, it's an affiliate for the DFAC or the DFAC. I grabbed a third place position. I'll show you my trophy. This beast, this absolute beast, it's heavy as well. And that's what you get for third place. The first place one was like twice the size of that. So credit to the BNBF. They do put on a massive spectacle. Their shows are awesome. Their venues are good. They always put on a massive display. Great stage lighting, awesome trophies, everything like that. So credit where it's due. They do put on a big spectacle. Alright. So third place. I can't grumble too much. It was a real tough class, particularly between second to fifth. So, you know, I got third, which isn't the best I could have got on the day, but it's not the worst either. So I'm just going to be happy with that. Unfortunately, didn't qualify for the British finals this year. They only gave out envelopes to the top two. They have been known in the past to give envelopes to the top three when it's a strong class. I'm guessing because it's an earlier qualifier, they're being a bit more cautious with their envelopes. Maybe later on in the season, when they know how many are there and whatnot, they could probably offer more than the said two or one envelope. I'm not unhappy that I can't go, because it means I get to enjoy a family holiday now. In 3 weeks' time, I'm going to Egypt, all inclusive for 2 whole weeks. And I don't have to worry about one macro, 1 calorie, 1 bit of cardio. They've got a gym at the hotel which I will use and enjoy, but it won't be regimented. I'll go in when I feel like it, train, enjoy myself, and just have a good time out there. And I'm gonna give my family, you know, I've got kids, got a wife. I'm gonna give them a little bit of time back now, because I've had complete tunnel vision for the last 24, 25 weeks, 6 months almost, yeah? It's half a year where they've had to basically put up with me never missing a gym session, never really missing a cardio session. I had literally, 5 or 6 cheat meals in the whole time, so it was just regimented, it was so regimented. The condition that I bought on the day of the show was, by my standards and in general standards, it was awesome. And I want to blow smoke up my own arse, it was good. You can see that if you actually, you can like my page, DE Body Aesthetic, on Facebook, and you can see some pictures. So yeah, as I say, I dieted hard. I didn't do many cheat meals. Didn't really ever fall off the plan. I was so focused this time. It felt like a make or break season for me, because I've not done so well in the past, and it was this season where I wanted to sort of prove to myself that I belong in the sport, or that I should carry on doing it. And as the prep went so well, and I had a lot of body fat to lose, which is why I left a long diet. And as the body fat started coming off, I noticed that because I was using a new high carb approach, I was staying full. I was keeping muscle like never before, and I was keeping strength like never before. And as it started falling into place a little bit, I started realising, you know, I've been making mistakes in the past and I've lost a lot of muscle. Also, my off seasons have never been very productive either, because I was dieting on the amount of carbs that I used to eat off season. Now, that's not going to be productive. That's not going to help me grow very much. So I believe now I can grow more than I ever have before. I really truly believe that the best of me has not yet been displayed on that stage. I'm 29 years old. I can keep getting better, literally, well into my 30s, late 30s, even 40s. It does happen. There's some phenomenal masters bodybuilders out there. I really believe one day I can be on a British stage and be competitive. And my goal is to do that. My goal is to one day maybe win a British title and then compete at world level. That's what I want to do. So I'm going to set that standard. I'm going to set that goal high and I'm going to go for it. This season, I'm ending it now, as I said. I don't need to carry on anymore. I don't feel the need to. You know, there are other qualifiers and there are other natural federations that I could go for. But why drag? I don't see the point in me dragging this diet out now. I've just hit peak condition. Peak condition. I'm not really going to beat the condition I was in. It's not going to happen. Alright, that condition was awesome. I did try a water and carb manipulation, a little trick, a peak week trick that I've never tried before. And top pros are getting this wrong at times. And I managed to get it right. But it was by luck that I got it right because I picked, it was the first time I'd ever done it. I picked numbers that I thought might work. I've got a big understanding of nutrition and science. So I've got a degree. And I managed to put it all together and it paid off. And I woke up the morning of the show, I looked in the mirror and I was like, whoa, my skin is shrink wrapped to my muscle. So I was absolutely buzzing, but it was a gamble. Whether or not I could have been fuller, I don't know, because my buddy, Lewis Smith, after I sent him photos straight away, obviously, when I saw this condition, I was made up with it. So I sent him photos straight away, and he says to me, I've seen you fuller, get some more carbs in. But at this stage, my belly was already full of white potato. I've got stomach cramps. I couldn't eat any more carbs. What I did do is I got some sweets, some low GI stuff. High GI stuff. That's not going to fill my stomach too much, and I put a few more in. But it's a possibility that I could have been a bit fuller. Obviously, the condition was perfect for me. It was bang on. I dried out perfectly, but there is a possibility that I could have got fuller. And this is where people get it wrong, even at pro level, because they go too far with the carbs and they spill over. So I can't say that I was in my perfect shape because maybe I could have got more carbs in. Time will tell because I'll try it again. I know every manipulation I used. I know how much water I drank to the litre, and I know how many carbs I ate to the gram. So I've got something to play with next time. So my plans for the future is just to grow. I need to grow. I now know how to get into peak condition. There's no question about that. That was my 4th show. That's the best I've ever looked, hands down, and I was in peak condition. So there's nothing more I can do. My posing was good, my tan was good, everything was pretty good. Reading the show report, they say I could look better from the rear, more thick and more full. I've naturally got a narrow frame, so my skeleton from here to here is quite narrow, which it's not great for an X frame. It doesn't give me a massive V taper. That's just where the muscle insertions are. But it's not all negative, I can build good thickness. I've got quite a thick shape. So what I need to do is just build my back as much as possible, make it look as wide and as thick as possible. I could also do making my chest a little bit bigger to build sort of a thicker slab, thicker upper chest. My legs are decent. I need to just keep making them grow because particularly my legs and arms, they grow quite well. So what I need to try and do is basically make them as big as possible and as freaky as possible to make up for what I lack in the V taper. And then I just need to come in as thick, as muscular and as conditioned as I can. That's all I can really do. So I'm going to spend a full year trying to make as many gains as possible. I'm then going to do shows next year, British qualifiers. I'm going to try and get to British stage, maybe more than one British stage as well. I don't need to stick to just one federation, although I will definitely do BMBF, because for me this is a goal now. I've started it, I'm going to finish it. I've always tried to get to the British finals, I've never done it. I am going to one day, alright? So that's the end of the video now. I'll try and put more out. Like, subscribe, comment, thank you.